cleaned him.
So it's that time of year again, spring! And we're back on the land and we gotta do a little bit of cleaning before we start planting our seeds. So today, past pruning. Now we all want a great garden, a good looking garden, and that just takes a little bit of work. So get out early this spring and get to pruning. So we have some plants from last year that are designed to stick around, perennials. And this one in particular is the Jerusalem artichoke, also known as the sunflower potato. Cutting him back will give him a new chance and a new start for the new year. I need bigger shears! Yeah! So don't be ashamed if your shears aren't big enough. Just get bigger shears. And when you have the appropriate amount of shear, you do the appropriate amount of work. Shearing this, shearing that. A lot of the plants left over from the previous year are great for mulch. Just throw them in a pile and allow Mother Nature to do her work. Get in that pile.
Come on. Why do you prune, Jerm?
I prune for several reasons. One, for the love of the prune. Two, the other kinds of prunes. Now some people think pruning is an old person sport, but that doesn't have to be the case. You can make it fun. You can make it exciting. Get into it. Really get into it and just prune. You want to make sure that you're very careful and you don't kill anything that's already dead. Okay, you be careful. Oh my God. Oh! Oh!
Is it because the plants are old and you associate old things with prunes?
I believe that is why they called pruning prunes and prunes prunes. This happens to be licorice or some shit. You're pruned.
Definitely delicate work.
So we came across some useful stuff from last year. Sage. Now did you know sage is still good? Even in the spring from last fall. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get delicate here with our delicate shears. And we're gonna get in there and really harvest some of this old crunchy sage. And the sage is ready to come back for next year. Bigger and stronger than ever. And I think I just needed to poo. These kind of things happen on the farm. You just gotta get with it and shear it. Gregory Hunt. Greg, I see you next to a fruit tree. It just so happens to bear my marking.
We're pruning him so that he grows better, basically. He doesn't suffocate himself with branches kind of intertwining and stuff like that. So get more air through it, we'll have less fungus and more fruit. This is one example here. It's growing kind of right up, and we already have like a strong leader, which is this guy. That's the one that we want growing straight up. This one's kind of growing right up with it, so we want to get rid of this guy and like let somebody else grow out this way. We want the blade here to be flat against the joint. Even a little clip. They should be clean and sharp so that the wound will heal over even more quickly. These buds that look like they're like kind of bulbous and they'll turn into a branch and they'll bear the fruit of the tree. So this is a perfect example of where we want to prune. This guy, like I said before, this is our leader, so we want to let this guy go straight up, and the other ones we want to grow outwards. So this guy's already telling us, look, I want to go this way. So all we have to do is prune it right above the bud here, as close as possible. Don't damage it or anything, but you can see there's like a little knot, so right above that.
Viv, I see you here cutting down annual plants. Why would you want to prune back annuals?
Well, because they are annuals, so that means that they only grow for 1 year and they're not going to produce more fruit. So you cut them down and then you leave them on the surface and they act as a mulch. So a mulch protects the soil.
Mulching it.
It keeps it more moist, makes it more of a fun habitat for microorganisms.
Now that the bed is cleared, Viv is up to her usual ways. Can you explain what you're doing?
I'm mixing straw into the growing bed for more mulching purposes.
What's that? Is it still good? Yeah. We got time! Time is on our side. In the spring, time just got pruned. Yes, it did.